Yes! Steve Corino defeated CW Anderson in a pretty good #1 contenders match. 2.5-star match this one, so you boost it back up again. Super kick by CW, who then grabs a chair. Corino disposes of it and hits a T-bone suplex and gets a chair of its own for 2. CW blades on camera, which is irritating because it's the second time tonight I've had to put up with that. Bugs me. Leg Larry gets 2 for Corino. On the outside, CW bounces a chair of Corino, who then blades himself, obviously. It wouldn't be a Steve Corino match if he didn't, really, would it? They brawl, then go back inside. Steve Corino blades more than fucking I used to do. I used to blade in every single match ever, you know? CW rams Corino's shoulder first into a chair. Who blades more? Steve Corino or Triple H back in the day, or Ric Flair back in the day for that matter. There's an interesting debate for you, isn't it? Right there. CW works the shoulder, getting a couple of near falls. CW puts on a sleeper, bloody sleeper hold. But Corino counters by crotching CW on a chair. Picks him up and goes, BAM! On the top of a chair, bollock first. That's gotta hurt, hasn't it, really? Corino with a Dusty style punches and an elbow. Swinger and Diamond come out. God damn, no need for that at all. They deal with Jack Victory, who of course was out with Steve Corino. Big Right gets 2 for CW. Superkick gets 2 for Corino. CW goes for the Spine Buster, but it's countered into the old school expulsion for the win at 12 minutes and 42 seconds. This match was good, but it was nothing special. Really, I don't think Steve Corino's main event material, or he wasn't at this point, in my opinion. So it was one of those, do we want to see this guy in the main event, really? So yeah, that's an interesting one. Yes. The Sinister Minister cuts a promo in the back where, as you can probably imagine, he laughs a lot. And Mikey Whipwreck sat reading a book and it sets on fire. And you're just like, how the fuck did they do that? Because he's literally flicking through the pages and, you know, without moving his hand, the book sets on fire. So that's cool little trick, wasn't it? And then Rhino cuts his usual typical intense promo, which doesn't really mean anything, it's just him shouting. Then Little Guido and Tony Marmaluke defeated Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck in a good match to retain the tag team titles. This was another 2.5-star match. Not quite sure how the faces can have the Sinister Minister with them as their manager, because the Sinister Minister just works best as a heel, doesn't he? He's not a face character. Do you not think? Anyway, that's just me. So, Tajiri hits some stiff kicks at the start, as does Mikey. It looks like Mikey's been learning how to do stiff kicks from Tajiri. They then do a spot in each corner where they put them in the Tree of Woe and then drop kick into their bollocks, which has really got to sting. Tarantula on Guido as Mikey does a guillotine leg drop. The face and then double team Tony, including a fireball by the Minister. A fireball! Yes, a fireball. That's not a face spot, is it? This is what I'm talking about. You don't see face people doing fireballs. Surely fireballs are reserved for heel and heel managers. You're like, that's an interesting one. I didn't expect that one at all. Then they absolutely own Guido. They batter him from pillar to post, including him blading, and he doesn't do it on camera. Yes! Good work, Guido. You get thumbs up for professionalism. Damn it. FBI come back with a powerbomb off the top on Mikey, who plays face in peril, taking a rocker dropper off the top by Guido, and various moves by Tony. He hits a facebuster and tags in Tajiri, who kills Guido with a kick and a hamstring elbow. He tries a German on Tony, but is countered into one of his own. Rib Breaker gets 2 for Mikey Whipwreck, missed by Tajiri, followed by a double stunner on Guido. Big Sal, who of course is out with the FBI, then squashes the Minister on the outside, then tosses a belt to Guido. Tajiri gets it and tosses it back to Sal, which hits him in the face. He hits a moonsault to the outside for an ECW chant, obviously. Mikey goes for the whippersnapper, but Tony hits him with a belt, and they hit a Tamakaze for the win. I had absolutely no problem with this match whatsoever. If anything, he could have done without the outside interference. And like I say, the logistical booking of it doesn't really make any sense. Like I say, fireball spot, that's got to be a heel thing. You don't see fucking faces doing fireballs, do you? If you do, let me know down here, and I'll fucking, I'll admit, I'm wrong. But I don't remember ever seeing a baby face doing the fireball spot. I'm sure it was always a heel one, but yeah, I could be wrong. Okay, in the semi-main, Rhino defeated RVD in an okay match to retain the TV title. This one could have been really good, but to me it was only a 2-star match, to be honest. Brawl on the outside to start, then into the crowd with RVD hitting a somersault plancher, which of course gets an ECW chant, as you'd expect. In the ring, RVD kicks a chair into the face of Rhino. Rhino comes back with a clothesline off the top and a spear. He gets a table out and sets it up on the outside, then gets another one and sets it up in the corner of the ring. Then Guido then puts on a sleeper hold. And you're just like, oh, I was enjoying this one until then. Damn it. No need for the sleeper hold at any point. And yes, I know I used to do them a lot, but I was a crap wrestler. It's one of the moves that I could do. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why people fucking do the damn thing. RVD comes back with kicks and goes to the Van Daminator, but misses. RVD manages to hit a moonsault and then amazingly hits the 5-star frog splash, but no, it only gets 2 as Rhino kicks out. Rhino with a spear and a pile driver off the apron through the table, but that also only gets 2. So you're thinking to yourself, RVD has got to win this one by this point. Van Daminator helped by Fonzie. He tries to help RVD with the Van Terminator, but Fonzie eats the move. Gore through the other table and a pile driver on a chair get the win for Rhino. And that's that. And you're like, wow. Match was nothing special, and the crowd, who were obviously very, very pissed off at RVD, their hero RVD not getting the win, chant bullshit with great venom at everyone. They just chanted, to be honest. And I mean, like I say, it could have been better. And of course, it's like, I think everyone was expecting RVD to win, and it just didn't happen. So that was an interesting one. And then in the main event, Lynn defeated Just Incredible in a good match to win the ECW title. I didn't mention that this pay-per-view, was taking place in Lynn's hometown, so he was the hometown favourite. Joey Styles went into serious cliche mode before the bell, saying things like, can Lynn grab the brass ring and shit like that. Just absolutely no need for it at all. So after a nice sequence where they both reversed their respective finishes, Lynn takes control of the bulldog and a plancher off the top to the outside. Inside, Justin comes back with a bossman slam and grabs a chair and bounces Lynn's face off it. Bomb on a chair gets 2 for Justin. On the outside, they have a chop battle, then go back inside. Lynn hits a DDT on a chair. Credible, though, comes back with one of its own for 2, then locks on a bloody face lock. And you're like, damn it, is it just me that doesn't like it? That doesn't like fucking rest holds in matches that are so obviously rest holds, I don't know. Here, he gets on the mic, he disses the fans, then goes back to a fucking sleep hold. Pin sequence and an odd DDT looking thing where Just Incredible looks like he's going to do a tornado DDT, but stays on his feet and slams Lynn's face down. It's an interesting one. It's very hard to describe exactly how it goes. Anyway, Lynn comes back with a DDT of his own, a guillotine leg drop, and a Minnesota Jam gets 2. He then sets up a table in the ring, which of course goes wrong, as he puts Just Incredible on the table, but Justin rolls as Jerry was up on top, and basically he gets power slammed through the table. It's a nice looking spot. Cradle Power Driver only gets 2. That's Incredible also only gets 2. There's an interesting little one there. The referee eats a super kick. An evil referee, I'm sorry, I've forgotten his name. It's just an obviously heel referee. I'm sorry, I can't honestly remember what the guy's name was. And I didn't write it down for some reason. He won't count a 3 from a roll-up. Lynn goes to pile driver the referee, but Francine, who's out with Just Incredible, breaks it up with a cane shot. Justin then uses the belt, but Lynn kicks out amazingly a ridiculously fast count from the evil referee. Ref uses a cane on Lynn, which is amazing. That's Incredible, only gets 2 as the referee or the sound guy botches. One of them botches, but basically it's meant to be the referee counts 1, 2, and New Jack's music hits, yeah? But he counts 1, 2, and does no music. The music's a good 5 seconds late, and you're just like, oh, fuck. And you can see the look in the referee's face. It's just one of those, oh no. Anyway, New Jack comes out, he absolutely kills the referee, but walks into 3 cane shots from Just Incredible. Power driver reversal sequence leads to a cradle power driver from Lynn for the win. Happily, we'll give this one 3 stars. It was an enjoyable match. There was nothing special, that's the thing. There was nothing, wow, look at that about this match. But, it's entertaining for what it was. What should we say about this one? There was 2 bad matches. There was the Baldies match, and obviously Joel Gertner versus Cyrus was always going to be terrible. It was a solid show, is what we'll say. There was nothing offensive on it. It was a lot of 2.5, 3-star matches. It's one of those ones. It's a forgettable show. I'm prepared to give it a 6.5 out of 10 though. So got to be happy with that, haven't we? I have been Mark P. This has been 10 years ago. If you haven't already, hit that yellow subscribe button, and I would love to know down here what you think of this. I will see you very shortly. Take it easy. Bye bye.